Oh, let's just go live now, damn it.
Attention, 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 attention.
Next week, an evil space ruler seeks
Evil.
the services of a doctor.
Doctor. There's Kurt at the strip club.
Oh, it's gonna be a big night tonight. Hit that curtain!
We welcome you to Guitar Talk Universe.
Cedric Facordi. Okay, let's move from studio. We're just gonna jump into this. Or is hey, it's Quinn James, how's it going? My lower back is on fire for some reason. But I'm here to entertain. Let's try some catchy Southern rock in E. I know Steve's gonna shat himself. That's why I love Kirk. Whoops. I just now turned off the fucking wall. Holy shit. Who do we have in here? Of course, they have the great Ted Kearney. Fresh man. Oh, dear Lord. You like me sitting at the intersection talking to the pit bull? What's up, brah? Want some hush puppies? Yeah, Steve's out. Steve actually leaves his house every now and then. He had a limo pick him up to take him to somebody's jam or something. Of course, tomorrow he's going to see AC/DC. So you better do some live streaming, get some pictures. You came across a what? I don't do Metallica. Like the Frosty the Snowman? Yeah. I'm just going down the chat here. Okay. You leaving? What? What, because I want to turn off the wall? I turned it off. Phaser's on. There's another backing track here. Hold on. We'll do another one. There was a Can you hear that one? Steve Resort. damn it. Hold on. Never fails, dude. Every time. I mean, I'm whittling away. And damn, somebody's gonna call me on my telephone. Hello? R2, R3 locking nut. What's up, brah? It's never gonna get old. It's never gonna get old. By the way, there's some type of football on or something. I don't know. I did see. What? What about me, Mr. D? Is Dr. Fabric? Where's Cushman? What happened to me? What'd I do? Saw the dog paw in here. There's Zach. Yeah, I saw Steve Russell. His name's Tony, alright? I mean, forever people were like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, who the fuck's Al? Who's Al? His name, he looks like a Tony. So therefore, I'm just going to call him Tony. Look at that avatar. Does that look like an Al or Tony? I know he's not from New York, but Chicago. Chicago, Tony. Is that a Chicago accent? Tony. So if any of you kids want to come on here and do Widdly Widdly, I'm going to be on for at least a little bit. We can have a Kurt 5150 come on. He sent me a message for some reason. Kurt wants to compare penis size. Sure why. I mean, I don't get another epidural till middle of July. And usually these epidurals, they last like almost up until a week, man. And it's like, this one just went, okay, I think we're going to stop working now. Got plenty of happy pills, but damn. Damn. You know, that's what I hear. I hear that's the only reason Jay and Boner Jams will let him onto the show, because he's not very funny. He's hung like a fucking giraffe. I guess that's funny. That's a restaurant. I don't even know what that means. Ball peen hammer. I was trying to think of some type of good lesson to show you kids, but you guys probably already know what I know. But yeah, there you go. Teach me a couple things. Learn me something. I like wah. It turns my 10 good licks into 20 good licks. If you watch carefully, I'm playing the same damn thing, just kicking on the wall for this phaser to sound like Robin Trower, kind of. By the way, I fixed the volume knob. Listen. That's quiet. Portillo's. Wait. Just try not to poke your finger, dude. If you do, get it on camera, because I want to hear you scream like a little girl. It's the B string that usually gets me. Because when you're trying to unwrap it from the tuning machine, it almost always kind of breaks off. Then you got to grab your side cuts and Hope you don't get a little piece of it on your floor or your carpet because you'll never. I don't even know what that is. Is that Mr. Greensleeves from? I could do the funk backing track again, but that's an A, and I would have to use the wah pedal. Hack! What's up, brah? Here, if anybody wants to come, I don't know how to pin the link. I know Sanders like, oh, dear Lord. There's 3 dots up there. It says pin link. I don't know. Edit. No, not that. Click on my avatar. Remove. You're alive. In stream. I don't know. I don't really want to touch anything, so. Yes, Hack, I am playing the Invader. I got some new strings yesterday. Because Steve made me tune down half a step. Oh shit, here we go. Look at the comment. Oh, when I, okay, 3 dots. Delete comment, put user in timeout. No, how about the star? What does the star do? There's a star there now. I don't know, I'm too scared to touch stuff. I don't look anything like Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah, he had a limo come pick him up, and some guy's having a party, and tomorrow he's going to go see AC/DC, fucker. Didn't invite me. I need a shitload of gas money, though, because British Columbia is like way over there. Hit the star? I did hit the star. I don't know, dude. I gotta be careful. I'll put John in timeout. You must pin link from YouTube and not the, Oh, from YouTube? What? Try that. Go to my channel. Am I live? What? Turn the volume down. Let me put that in there again and see what happens. Paste. Do that. 3 dots. Pin message. Holy shit, I think I did it. Did it work? I don't see it in StreamYard. Holy crap, I learned somehow how to do something. Now all you fuckers are going to come in here. Bother me. I did it. I totally did it. Like Todd when he was flying. He was totally flying. Y'all want me to show you the DAF roadmap? I could show you that. If I can remember it. One lesson or not? Be a 1 for lesson, or 2 for playing, or 3 just in the stream and wait for Charles and Mitch to come on. Y'all watch the NFL draft. One lesson. What did Zach say? Fucking shut up. Dan, I already did it, but since you weren't there, I'll do it again. Okay, we'll do it kind of quick. DAF roadmap. So the D is going to be a D shape, right? These are all movable chords, but the A shape, if you play like an open A, it would look like that. So like a D chord, a D major, looks like that. Although most of the time you just play like a D power chord, but the whole thing is. And the F shape is F major, right? So like with a major chord, major A. Whoops. All right, I can leave off the A note here, play it this way, without the E string. I can take off my third finger, play it that way. I can, move my third finger, right? So I can take off my third finger and play it this way. So there's an A major, A major, A major, A major. So you can take a D shape. You skip 2 frets, right? No, the D you skip 1 fret, play the A shape. Then you skip 2 frets and play the F shape. So I'm just playing a D chord. Right? So the D, skip 1 fret, play the A shape, or you can play it like that. Skip 2 frets, play the F shape, or play it like that, or play it like that, or play it like that. That's the DAF roadmap. So if you've got somebody doing like a D and an A, right? It's just different ways to play the chord shape. Like if you got 2 guitar players, and you don't want to play exactly the same chord. Not quite on the last one. I went one through, what was the, that's kind of same chords over and over. Or stuff I do like that. I'm pulling off of that C note. I didn't know what it was. Pulling off the open string. Steve, I played a song. It was in standard tuning, but it was in major. I figured you'd be so proud of me. So Steve's in a limo with a bunch of hookers and cocaine and, yeah. Riding down Hollywood Boulevard with the shirt off, shaking his boobs at people walking down the sidewalk, scaring little children. And of course, Steve's going to go give a lesson to Angus before the concert. He's going to show Angus how to hook up his wah pedal. How many lead singers does it take to screw in a light bulb? One, just to hold it and wait for the world to revolve around them. Huh. Okay, let's find another backing track before this just goes to shit. Already did the group backing track in A. Let's just do something where Steve's gonna grab the limo driver and make him turn around and oh yeah. God damn, I'm good. Let me turn the wall off. I don't know if y'all knew, but Dogpaw is here all weekend. Tip your servers, try the deal. Johnny Heartbreaker. Oh, dear Lord. He's not coming on to play. He's just coming on to show me on the Headrush MX-5 where the tuner is. Huh? John DeShay, what's up, bro?
Shaking, brother.
Oh, you know, Steve's out in the limo going to some party with clowns and hookers and fire trucks. And then tomorrow he's going to go see AC/DC. So he actually gets he leaves his house every now and then. So, you know.
I saw him at an ungodly time this morning. He was on Teddy's stream.
Yeah, I got some messages. Hey, you want to come into rock or something? I'm like, what? Who? What? No.
Oh, I got up for work at like 6:30. I turned it on and he's there playing with Jeff H. What?
Oh, with Jeff H?
Yeah.
Wow. Was Jeff
cool.
Was Jeff getting up or still up or?
I don't know.
Wow.
It was weird. Enjoyable.
Oh, of course, always.
Had a coffee and went to work.
Jeff's got a unique I don't know if it's just his picking or whatever, but it's just he's got a real percussive, great kind of who's the dude in did Sweet Home Alabama? Skinner.
Okay.
Kind of reminds me of that guy in his playing. Come on, chat. Who fucking wrote Sweet Home Alabama?
Don't know. I do know that I like his playing though. He's a really tasty player, man.
He's like that Rob guy. He's not just like me, like all widdly and plays the same 5 patterns.
Huh.
Come on, what the fuck's the guy who wrote Sweet Home Alabama? Jeff? His name's not Jeff. Jeff, Steve, Mark, Tommy. It's not Leon. Can't believe the chat doesn't know. Somebody Google it. Wrote Sweet Home Alabama. No, not Gary Rossington. He was a blonde-haired guy. Nope, not Gary.
Huh.
He didn't write Sweet Home Alabama. Fuck, you guys are going to make me.
Yeah, you got to Google it, dude.
Ed King. Thank you. And that's from your boy there. Because there are none more greasy. And I don't have the... Hack's gigging tomorrow. No, Ed King wrote. Ed King. None more greasy. Got Greasy Monkey Guitars got that one. And I don't have the sound effect to get Greasy Monkey.
That's for our show. I don't do that over on other people's stuff.
On losers. Okay. You want to do just whatever? You want to do that funk one?
Yeah, what key is it in?
It's an A.
Okay.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
I got to turn your echo cancellation off.
Yeah, I'm used to the other thing. Better? Yeah?
Go ahead and blaze it. I'll stop talking.
he's gone. Where is Q? Well, it seems like we're still going, so. E major or C sharp minor? Is it happening or what?
Now you tell me. John, just keep playing. That was taste as fuck. Okay, now you're echoing.
Is that better?
Damn it. Oh, hang on. All right. I'm gonna turn your echo cancellation on. Can you hear me?
I got you, brother.
Okay. Here's what happened. When I'm playing the backing track, I have to mute your microphone and the little picture down here, and everything's fine.
Okay.
When you were playing the backing track, I was hearing quadruple echo when I started playing.
Jesus.
So when I muted your microphone, it stops the backing track. So I couldn't hear the backing track. And when I went up to go pee, I yanked out the guitar cable about halfway, and when I came back, it was like,
yeah, I heard that. I was like, well, I don't think that's.
If it's like, did he pee in his keyboard, or they're buying me saran wrap?
Always work if you just have your both of our echo cancellations
off.
Yeah.
They should. Let me check mine.
Like, I know we're on the EV Mux thing, but it's all the same. It's the same thing. The settings.
My echo cancellation is off.
Let me check mine here.
So I turned yours off. When you first came on, it was on. So I turned it off. But when
mine's on right now.
When you started playing, I had to mute your microphone that's in the little picture in the green room. I had to mute that, and it was fine. But when you're playing the backing track and I mute the little microphone, then the backing track, I can't hear it. But when you're playing the backing track, yeah, now I get an echo. You just turned your echo off, didn't you?
Yeah. Is it still echoing?
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. It's echoing at my end. I hear myself repeat. Hello. Now it's fine.
Yeah, I just turned it back on.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. It looks like the only way we can do it is if I play the backing track. That's why it takes me so long after you stop playing for me to come on, because I got to turn your mic off and then move me over. And
okay.
I'm using StreamYards there, Dog Paw.
It was meant to make it easy and nice and enjoyable.
I know, right?
Sorry I caused you all the Aggie.
Oh, dude, stop it. It's just nice to have somebody else come on. Your amp sounds so fucking good. It's like,
doesn't it though? I mean,
my god,
it's everything I want. That's it. It's right there.
Yeah.
You know, I talk to Jason almost every week, and I'm like, "Fuck, dude." And he's like, "Yeah, I know. Okay, get over it, dude."
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I built the fucking thing. I know.
Right? Yeah.
No, I love it. I'm in a good place right now. I switched out some pickups and everything to, balance the two guitars out and everything, and I'm in a happy place with my sound.
Oh, by the way, Sandra, I did turn off. I had another YouTube open, but it wasn't on anything. But I turned that off too. So I don't know. I mean, Steve uses. He did use EV Mux for a little bit, but the StreamYards that he's paying for does the AI generated shorts, and it seems to work fine. So I don't know.
Yeah, when StreamYard works, it works great.
Right.
Where are we at time wise here, isn't it?
We're gonna go because Charles Green and Mitch come on in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So, and plus my back is on fire.
For having you, buddy.
Oh, dude, thanks for coming on.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Steve is out hanging out the limo, yelling at girls on
the
sidewalk.
For when? Tomorrow, round 1? Is it tomorrow, the 27th?
Sunday? No, he wants to do Sunday at like 4. I think he. Oh, what? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I don't know. When's the next one? I saw a thing that said rescheduled.
Yeah, he wants to do Sunday at 4. And I just told him I'm gonna come on tonight anyway. See if Jeff or anybody else wants to come on. Jeff was gonna come on, but I'm not gonna stay on that long.
If I'm not around later, just give me I'd like to play tonight a little bit more.
Sure.
If you're into it.
Yeah, let me chill out for a while. For some reason, my you know, the epidurals I get all the time, has decided to stop working. So I need to grab the ice pack and try it.
Chill.
Because getting old, you know, it ain't for sissies, brah.
It is not.
It is not. I
No,
still
if you-
haven't.
If you see me, if I don't have a guitar here with me, I have 2 pillows here. And that's because I tore my shoulder out in my 30s.
Oh,
And if I don't have support on this shoulder, it's just killing me.
well, I've got my blanket and my pillow stuffed in my lower back right now, and I hunch down anyway. So,
Yeah.
so it's the L5 disc, which is one the very bottom of your back. So.
I know exactly which one it is. I've seen the x-ray several times.
So standing or sitting, it doesn't matter. And laying flat on my back, like if I go for an MRI, that's the worst. Laying flat on my back
What
kills
about on
me.
your tummy?
Yeah, I'm just trying to, and then I'm waiting for the surgeon to call because they see that little kind of bump. That's my thyroid. So they want to,
Goiter is what I've
They-
been calling it.
they want to cut me, Mick, cut me.
Q's goiter.
I saw where they go in through your throat, or there's a new one where they pull your bottom lip out, John, and they go in the bottom lip. I'm like, oh, hell no. No.
No, if you come back on later, man, give me a ping and I'll.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you all go over and do a raid on Charles
Yeah.
Green and Mitch and them, and we may see y'all later.